Yes.
Okay, let me just write the time quickly. Okay, we're going to do some speaking today and then we will do vocabulary. Let me just find unit 3. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay. Hello, knock on. Knock on.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, give me 1 minute. I just want to find unit 3. I'm just going to the top. Okay, because it keeps changing, so I don't know which. Okay, unit 3 is page 28. Oh, where is, oh, okay. 1 minute. Page. Okay, let's look at unit 3. Getting the message across. Okay, so today we're only going to do some speaking. Okay. I just want you to do, we're going to do number 1 and number 2, so you can have an idea of what each of these things are. Okay, I need to make it small because we need to see all these pictures. Okay, it's going to be very small. Okay, Ngoc, can you read number 1 for me?
Work in class. Look at these photos. Who is one attending a lecture?
Okay, A,
Two
B, C,
making
or D. Who's attending a lecture? It's the students in the class that attend the lecture.
is A.
Okay, I think he is. Let's see here quickly. Okay, I think it's all these students. They attend a lecture. Okay, so I think it's D. Number 1 is D. It's very small. Let me try and write it. Okay. Number 2, knock on.
I think it's C.
Making a presentation. That means showing something.
I think it's C.
Yes, it is. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, good job. Knock
I think
number 3.
3C.
Number 3 is not C. Okay, making a presentation is number 2. Number 2 is C. She is making a presentation. She's showing people. Okay, so number 3, knock, writing a term paper.
Number 3 is D.
Writing a term paper. Okay, it could be either one of them, A or D. Okay, because he's also writing. What's the last one, knock on?
The last one is B.
Okay, very good. They are taking part in a tutorial. Okay, a tutorial. Let's make it bigger now. Okay, a tutorial is something that where you work in a group to help each other with your studies. Okay, let's look now. Let's discuss these questions. Okay, so I know some of them you haven't studied. You only study at school. Okay, so which one do you like? Knock? Which one do you like to do? Which one do you think is the most enjoyable? From 1 to 4, which one do you like? Ngoc.
I like attending a lecture.
Okay, so you like to sit and learn. Okay, and Ngoc, which one do you like to do?
I like writing a term paper.
Okay, perfect. You like writing. Okay, now we're going to do some definitions. Okay. Ngoc, number 2. Self-assessment. Okay, maybe let's read through all of these first. Okay. Ngoc, you can read up to there for me. And Ngoc, you can read up to there for me.
Particular parts of qualities of someone that are not good. A judgment
A judgment.
a judgment which you make about the quality of something you have done. A particular part of a book, poem,
Etc. Okay, if you see etc, it's etc.
etc. That is chosen so that it can be used in a discussion, article, etc.
Etc. Yes.
A piece of work or job that you are given to do. A, a typical quality or important part of something.
Okay, very good. Ngoc.
F. A piece of information that has been discovered as a result of an official study.
Yes.
G. Carefully considering or studying something done by classmates, friends, and judging how good or bad it is. H. The way that parts of something are arranged or put together. E. Real or true.
Okay, real or true? Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so Ngoc, number 2, self-assessment. If you have self-assessment, it means that you give yourself a judgment. You judge yourself on how well your quality of your work is. Not somebody else. It's like you test yourself. You make a judgment on the quality of something you've done. Okay, Ngoc. Let's look at B. Okay, self-assessment is a judgment which you make about the quality of something you have done. Okay, is there any words you don't understand there, Ngoc?
Is the word judgment.
Judgment. Okay. Judgment is like a test, to test. Is that a word in Vietnam? Judgment. Okay, so if you judgment means like a test. You test yourself. Okay. Ngoc, let's do number 3.
Number 3 is A.
Yes, it is. Okay, weakness is particular parts or qualities of someone that are not good. If you are weak, you are not good. Okay. Ngoc, let's do number 4. Okay, a peer means a friend or a colleague or another person. So peer evaluation means I'm going to test my friend. I'm going to study something done by my friend or my colleague, my classmate.
Easy.
Yes, very good. Okay, Ngoc An, what's number 5?
G.
G is already taken. Number 5, extract is some information that you have discovered. Information that you have discovered. Let me just see here quickly. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, I'm wrong. It's C. A particular part of a book that is chosen. Okay, so if somebody says, I've taken this extract from this book, it means they chose a part of the book that they want to talk about. Okay. Ngoc, number 6.
Number 6 is I.
Authentic, yes, very good. Real or true. Okay, number 7, Ngoc An. A feature. The quality or something that is part of something.
E.
Yes, okay. Number 8, Ngoc.
Number 8 is egg.
Okay, a structure. Number 8 is, did you say H?
Yes,
Okay, good.
I said egg.
Oh, okay. Structure is H. Okay, a structure of something is the way that the parts are arranged or put together. So I've made this structure. Okay, so that means I've put together different things to make a structure. Okay, what's the last one, Ngoc An?
I is F.
Okay, a piece of information that has been discovered as a result of an official study. Well done. That was very difficult and you guys did very well. I'm going to save it for you. Okay. Let's go and do our speaking now. I just have to find it quickly. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we go. We're going to describe a situation you remember when you had to use a foreign language to communicate. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you should say what you were doing, what happened, how well you communicated in the language, and explain why you remember this situation or experience. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of time. You can think about it, but when you're ready, you can tell me. Okay, do you understand the question? Ngoc, do you understand? Understand the question?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And Ngoc, you understand?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So when you're ready, you can tell me and then I will ask you the question. Okay, anybody ready? Ngoc, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So can you describe a situation you remember when you had to use a foreign language to communicate? So you can read here to help you with your talking. You can read.
On the last summers, my family and I have a trip to
Took a trip.
took a trip to Nha Trang in Vietnam. We went uh, we went to the beach and swimming
And
and
swam.
swimming and play and build and castles. When I used some castles, a person came and asked me the way to the summer hotel because he told English. He told English and has a blonde hair, so I think he is a foreigner.
Okay, good. Very good. And did you have to speak English to him?
Uh, I spoke English to uh, to tell to tell him the way to the summer hotel.
Mm.
Then because I'm not good at speak English, so the conversation is very limited.
Okay.
Then he was very happy and want to took our photos with me.
Okay, very good. Was he visiting in your country?
He is visiting in my country.
Okay.
I remember this because he is very friendly, and this is also the first time I took to a foreigner.
Well done. Very good. I'm very happy to hear that you spoke English to someone. Okay, and good speaking now. Well done, Ngoc. Okay, Ngoc, are you ready to tell me about your situation? Did you ever have to speak a different language like English or another language to someone?
Um, I remember that one time I met a foreigner in my city. She didn't know Vietnamese and she asked me for direction to a restaurant. Um, then I had to use English to tell her. Uh, I remember it well because it was my first time communicating with a foreigners.
And speaking English first time?
Yes, when I go out.
Okay, very good. Okay, well done. I'm very happy to hear both of you had to speak English. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay, now we're going to look at these words here, numbers 1 to 8. Okay, we're going to make a sentence using these words. Ngoc An, you can go first. You can do number 1. Okay, so I just want any sentence with the words on holiday. Just one sentence. Ngoc An, you can go first.
I am on holiday with my family.
Yes, perfect. That's all I want. Okay. Karnak, number 2. What have I learned?
I have used English. English was have I learned.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. Yes, I had an English lesson and this is what have I learned? Okay. What I have learned. Number 3, Ngoc An, difficult situation.
I always remember that difficult situation.
Okay, yes, good. It's not a nice situation. It's difficult. Okay. Number 5, Ngoc.
Last month when my family and I took a trip.
Good. Okay, sorry, 5 now, Ngoc An. Summer break. Oh, I don't hear you. Ngoc An, can you make a sentence for me with summer break? Okay, Karnak, can you tell me summer break?
Lectures when I having a summer break.
Okay, good. When we finish exams, we will have a summer break. Okay. Ngoc An, can you tell me the emergency services? If you don't know, you can ask me. I will help you. The emergency services, okay. Emergency, so that's like the police or an ambulance or something that's emergency. So there was a big accident on the road and I had to call the emergency services.
If you have you are in a dangerous situation,
Yes.
you can call the emergency service.
Yes, perfect. Good. Well done. Okay, now Karnak didn't know how to say.
On the trips, in the evenings when we having a trip, we want to ask local people, but didn't know how to say.
Yeah, okay, didn't know how to say it. Or say what I wanted to say. Okay, very good. Ngoc An, hired a car.
Yesterday, my father hired a car.
Yes, okay, good. To take us on a trip or something like that. Okay, well done. Let's look at our next part of speaking over here. 1 minute, I just want to go down. Okay. Now we're going to describe an English lesson that you really enjoyed. Okay, so it can be an English lesson at school, or it can be maybe at Mrs. Ha's house, or any English lesson that you have done that you really enjoyed, you liked it. Okay, when you're ready, you can tell me. Knock, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Talk to me. Describe an English lesson that you really enjoyed.
Because English is not because I'm not good at English. So my mom decided to take me to learn at Mrs. Ha.
Okay.
I learned Mrs. Ha on
I learned
Monday.
at Mrs. Ha.
I learned as Mrs. Ha on Mondays, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Uh,
What did you do in the lesson?
when I learned at Mrs. Ha's house, we often learn the structure and vocabulary and take tests.
Okay.
Uh, I learned at Mrs. Ha because my classmate is very funny and sometimes uh, Mrs. Ha, sometimes we can watch videos to more understand the lessons.
Very good. Okay. Yes.
We can also read the interesting story.
Okay. Very good. Well done. Okay, nice. Knock on. Can you tell me about an English lesson that you really enjoyed?
I remember that on last Monday, I have an English lesson. I and my friends are working group,
We're working in groups.
working in groups, and we need to do a difficult
We had to do a difficult assignment or test activity.
we have to do a difficult presentation.
Okay.
Miss Lan, who are our teacher, was have us a lot to do that work.
A presentation. Okay.
Very lucky. Everything is very good. We have a high.
Did you get a good score? Did you get a high score for your presentation?
Luckily, we have a high mark.
Okay, so is that why you enjoyed it so much? Because you could work with your friends and you got a lot of help?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good, well done. Okay, let's look over here now. I want to do some vocabulary. Okay. Teach, learn, or study. Let's just do this one first. So now we're going to do teach, learn, study, and find out or know. Okay, so the number one is the example. Number two, we're going to circle which one it is. Karnak, can you do number two for me?
Over the past half century, scientists have found out much about baby talk.
Yeah, okay. Because of the word much, we have to use known. Okay, have known much about baby talk. Over the past half century, scientists have found. Sorry, you can use found out. Okay, well done. Number three, knock on.
Number 3 is learn.
Children don't learn to walk. Okay, number four, knock, can't knock.
Learning how to just like an adult is a gradual process.
Very good. Number five, knock on.
No. 5,
Okay.
no.
Yet we still do not understand this critical period or know why it ends. Okay, good. I just want to see, I need to find some vocabulary so we can learn. Okay, read these extracts. So we have learn, teach, or study. To learn is to get new knowledge or skills. For example, I want to learn how to drive. When you teach someone, you give them the new knowledge or skills. My dad taught me how to drive. Okay, so the teacher will teach, or okay, when you study, you go to classes, read books, etc., to try to understand new ideas and facts. Okay, so to learn is to gain knowledge. To study is you only use study in classes or at school. Okay, or at university. He is studying biology at university. Okay, know or find out. To know something means to already have the information about it. Okay, so you have the information. Kelly knows what time the train leaves. To find out something means to learn new information for the first time. Okay, you don't know it, I need to find out. I need to gain that information. Can you find out what time the train leaves? Okay, let's do this exercise. Number 2, knock on. Okay, so you need to put in here, teach, learn, study, know, or find out.
Learn.
Yeah, okay, yes. Do you prefer to learn a language by talking to people? Okay, good. Number 3, see, we've got no already. That's the example. Number 3, knock.
If you work in a school, which subject would you prefer to teach?
Yes, okay. You worked in a school. That means you're a teacher. So you must teach. Okay, very good. Number 4, knock on.
No.
How would you know with the best language? No. Okay. No, how would you find out?
Right.
How would you find out where the best language schools are in your hometown? Okay, Ngoc, you can just read the last one for me. Did you?
This is study hard for the school exams.
Okay, good. Well done. Work in pairs, ask and answer the questions in exercise 3. So now we're going to ask each other these questions. Okay, so Ngoc, you're going to see question number 1. You're going to ask Ngoc, how many English words do you know? Ngoc, you're going to answer the question. Okay, you don't have to tell me exactly, I know 100 English words. You can just say, I know a lot, or I know a little bit. Okay, so Ngoc, you're going to ask the question from number 1.
How many English words do you know?
Or I know a lot words. Because every day I will
Study
every
or
day I
learn.
will study vocab.
Okay, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, now Ngoc, number 2, you're going to ask the question. Knoc's going to answer.
Do you prefer to learn a language by talking to people or reading books?
Yes, I prefer
It's
to
or.
learn
Okay, so if it's one thing or another thing, then we don't say yes or no. Okay, so you just say, I prefer to, and you choose which one.
I prefer to learn a language by talking to people or reading books because it's very interesting and useful.
Okay, so if they say, do you prefer? So now that means you have to choose one. Which one do you like more? Talking to people or reading books? Which one do you like more?
I prefer to learn a language by talking to people.
Okay, because it's more interesting and more fun. Okay.